and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to look up Coppice Lake at Shipley Park, because I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for a walk around with the dog. It's all for sale, 1.5 million. Obviously, you've got the lake, but then the building that used to be there, that became abandoned and, well, just become a bit of a mess, has now been taken away. So now it's just land and a lake. Used to be a little business building there, and then this lake used to be leased out for fishing. But now, well, you can't fish it technically. The fish have been taken out apparently. And now the building's gone. Bought a 22-acre site adjacent to Shipley Country Park, planning for a super home and would suit for, so it's for the rich. I wonder if, as normal, poor people will be allowed to fish it again. Probably not. It'll probably be all fenced off. And as poor people will be looking from the outside in. But fuck it. Let's go and have a look. I sort of broke one of my own rules. And that's never to go to a public park at weekends or a bank holiday. In this case, it's a Sunday. As soon as I went to park up, I could just see how busy it was. But anyway, so I've come to look at Coppice. It's frozen over. I'll be honest with you, my plan today was actually to do a bit of fishing. I don't know, just catch some roach and some bits and bobs. But most of the lakes and ponds are frozen, so I didn't bother. That's what I'm looking at the minute. Oh, right, oh wow. So the building's gone. What a lake. So, the last time I came here was, I'm trying to think, it was like 18 months ago. And the building was still here. But you could go into it like it had been stripped. But there's nothing here now. So here's people that don't know. It used to be a business centre. So yeah, the building used to be up there. Come on, Maisie. Fucking hell, my Maisie. Coming out, that doesn't look safe. But anyway, so I intended to go fishing today, but I just thought, with the lakes being frozen and it just being a little bit chilly, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for a nice dog walk, back at work tomorrow, walk the dog. But then sort of the main point of this video is like a bit of a, just to get myself back into this YouTubing, because my first two videos, and my only two videos, went off. Like, I literally posted them within 2 weeks of each other. Like, back in July, August. And they did really well. But, yeah, and the videos did really well. But I've just, you know what, there's two reasons why I've not done no videos. One, because my voice has been fucked. I've got something called vocal nodule. It'd be quite interesting to know if anybody else watching this has had vocal nodule before. I've had it for the best part of a year, and it just means some days I really struggle to talk. And then the second reason is I've got a new job. So technically I'm a ranger, head ranger. I'm sort of a park manager, that's my job title. So anyway, so they're the two reasons why I've not been doing any YouTubing, and it's just taken me a while to really get into it, to be able to sort of grasp the motivation to do it. But yeah, I'm doing it today. I'm just going for a walk, man. Just walk and talk and chat shit, basically. But yeah, I just thought I'd come and check Coppice And so I'm at where I am now is where the building used to be. So it used to be like a business centre with a block of offices, and then there, like, well, if I'm pointing at the right place, I think I am, there was a house attached to it, which a woman lived in. So it was like one building. I think the old building was owned by the woman. But anyway, she sold it on, and this is what's left. I've got some drone footage of what the building was like when it got neglected. I'll upload that in this video so you can see. But the fishing lake was so during when the building was live, the lake used to be leased out to, well, it was a syndicate, it was leased out to a fishing club. And then when it was sold up, I believe the fish were taken away. I don't really know where the fish went, but it was jam-packed full of carp. And it's just a shame, really. But yeah, let's go and have a nosy. Come in, Maisie. So there seems to be a few piles of, I think it's fly tip, to be honest. I don't think this has anything to do with the house. Star Wars pillow. I'm not sure. So look at this one. Now this is definitely a fly tip. I'm wondering if that gate was open at one point and somebody's come along and a pair of chainsaw boots. Come on, Maisie, come on. I don't want you getting your foot trapped in out. Football boots. Fucking hell, some vapours here, look. Yeah, just a fly tip, I think. Obviously somebody got in at some point and then dumped it. It's quite sad, really. But so what I can gather is this is being sold off to be luxurious, if I'm saying it right, luxurious homes. Well, going to be out of my price range at 1.5 million. And even when the houses are built, say if there's 4 houses, I mean, I know how much the houses are going to be. Upwards of close to £1 million. 600, 700, 800 grand a piece. And then if they did build one big mansion, obviously that's just going to be in the millions, isn't it? So, wow, the lake is sick, man. Had some really nice fish out of here. I think it's trying to snow. When I came down here, I've come down here a few times actually to see. Oh, let me just show you this. So this used to be a path, and all these used to be like fishing pegs. Like you could literally fish from all of this, but wow. When nature takes over, not a bad thing. So yeah, yeah, I've had quite a few nice fish out of here. And when I come down here a few times, and I didn't really see anything. I seen like one or two sort of dark shadows on the top, but I think they were just a bream or something. I'm not even sure they were carp, but the carp got taken out and I don't know where they went. Litter, pallets. Come on, Maisie. Oh. I've gotten to the other side now. There he is some pretty cool back boxes on here. What the hell was that? Yeah, there's some pretty cool back boxes. I don't know if they were put up when that building was brought down. I think probably, yeah, as mitigation. It's what they tend to do. Yeah, quite a few back boxes. So whatever bats were used in the old building could then move into, well, that's what they say. I'm not sure that's always the case, but yeah, keep making dens. I mean, it's a sick playground, to be fair. I mean, if I was a kid, I'd be playing on here, but you know, or a bunch of teenagers or whoever, just take your rubbish away, innit? It's a sick lake, man. I do hope whoever takes over in the future allows fishing, but we'll see, I guess. So we've just walked on the side where the house was, and then we walked up to the top, and then it was pretty overgrown, a bit of a dead end. But then we'll walk along this bank, and then we might be able to come out at the top. We'll see. But it looks like there's been a few trees that have come down. And this is the thing, like, when there's no fishing lakes looking after water, you will find that when trees fall into the lake, they don't get taken out, which isn't always a bad thing, because then that's cover for a variety of wildlife. But this lake definitely isn't as fishable as it used to be. Come on, Maisie. I remember catching fish from the island. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I really hope that one day it becomes a fishing lake again. So, somebody's tried to build a den. Back. Yeah, all these were like fishable areas. Seems to be a lot of trees and branches that have gone in. But I'm just coming off this land now to go onto the park, and I could just hear people. It's really selfish of me, I know, but I'm not a fan of I mean, I work on a public park, so when I've got time off, I don't want to be on another public park, if that makes sense. I need some green space to myself. I need to win the lottery so I can buy some land. Alright, let's go and look at our spawns. Let's go and have a walk. You can hear my voice as well, like how horsey is. It does my head in. Supposed to have speech therapy so that I can use different muscles in my vocal cords. Oh shit. In my vocal cords that I don't normally use, but NHS, still waiting for an appointment. 3 months on, 2 months on, 3, say 3. Alright, we're out. Well, that's not safe, is it? That fucking big nail there. Let me bend that back. got to go through somebody's foot. Oh, you know what? I'll bend it back. I'll pick it up. Fucking hell, look at that. Here we go, I've done that. Please put all of your rubbish inside the bin. If you leave any bin bags next to the bin, the wildlife will spread the contents around. If it won't go in the bin, please take it home. Thank you. Take note of that, and that's coming from me, a park ranger who's lived and breathed it for the last 10 years. Because it is annoying when you come in the next morning and the rubbish has been ripped up over. And I've had to deal with deer that have ingested rubbish because of it. So, you know, if you can't find a bin for you to put your rubbish in, or if the bins are full, take it home. Some Osborne's now. I'm going to walk around Osborne's and probably walk back to the car. In fact, no, I won't. I'll walk around Osborne's, I'll go up to the cafe, then I'll walk back to the van. But there's one thing that I want to point out on this lake, which really, really annoys me, as a park ranger and as an angler. In fact, I'll wait till we get a little bit closer and I can explain it, show you a bit more in detail. And this is what I wanted to point out. Especially on a fishing lake, for anglers, this is pretty dangerous. Because if you end up getting snagged on that and snapping your line, then that line is then in the lake, which then can get caught on wildlife or other fish. So if you're out on a green space or out on a lake or wherever and you see frozen water, try not to throw or refrain from throwing logs or anything on the ice, because it can cause a bit of an hazard, especially for fishermen. And then from a park ranger's point of view, I mean, it's unsightly, especially when you want to make the place look quite tidy. But I guess it's kids being kids. I'm sure I did it when I was a kid. But if we can be mindful of the wildlife and the fishermen that pay to use the lake. It wasn't really a point to this video. It was, like I say, I just think it's a little bit of a little introduction, reintroduction back into my YouTubing. Because I remember last year, New Year's 2025, I remember thinking, right, this year I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone. I'm going to do something that I always procrastinate on. I'm going to stop caring what people think. And then eventually I did it, and that will start me on YouTube. So I did 2 videos, then I've had a bit of a lapse in doing what I wanted to do and keeping up that momentum. That was just mainly because of my voice. It was really bad at one point. You know what? Dog has to take a shit on it whilst man's in full combo. Right, let me clean this dog shit up. Even more annoying the fact that she didn't even have a shit, it was just water. And then when you stand there, look at it, and then people look at you as if to say, your dog's just had a shit and you've not picked it up. Yeah, my dog's just shat water, that's why. Anyway, this is my favourite part of Shipley Country Park, to be fair. Lovely views. Right. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, it's my voice that fucked up YouTube, but I really wanted to pick up that momentum this year and sort of carry on doing things that's really out of my comfort zone. I think as you get older, the things that held you back in your 20s or when you're younger, I ain't got time for anymore. I'm not getting any younger. If I want to do something, I'm just going to go and do it. It's the end of the day, like, as far as we know, we have one life, and I ain't having people stop me from doing something, or because I think they might think I'm cringe, or just think fuck it. And I think that's the same attitude everybody should have. You know, don't procrastinate anymore. All the views up here are lovely. I'm walking away because there's some people walking towards me. That's one thing I need to get used to as well, is doing it in public in front of people. But yeah, just do it, man. I think it's the best advice I can give you today. When I do these videos as well, I sort of want it not to be necessarily about me. Of course, it's going to be about me to a degree, but I want people to take lessons from it. 36, I feel like I'm a bit of a wise head on youngish shoulders, but yeah, I feel like I want people to get some out of my videos, some sort of meaning. So I hope if you are just coming to 2026 and you really want to be doing something, you want to start YouTube, trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. If you want to just get out of your comfort zone to do something, or you're procrastinating because you're worried about what people think of you, you've just gone fucking do it. Like, you know, I still find it hard. Like, I'm not going to lie, like, I still think, oh, I wonder what such and such, especially when you don't hear from people. Maisie? My dog's just a dickhead. Just knocked my bag on the floor. Look at her. Trying to get after a ball that's in a bag. She's a knobhead, mate. Oh, no way. She's got it as well. She's a fucking dickhead. She's a knobhead, honestly. I'm sure that girl can open any bag or anything with a zip. She can open up with them fucking beaver teeth she's got. Anyway. Look at her. She's going to be begging for me to throw the ball now. Right, anyway. So, yeah, finish off what I was saying. I feel like I keep getting distracted. 2026. Yeah, if you want to go and do something, just fucking do it. I think with the way that technology is advancing now, anybody can do anything. And, you know, if you go out there and you feel like a bit of a dick, like, so what? There's bigger dicks out there. So, if I can do it, anyone can. And I think the 2 videos as well that I've uploaded, and I should mention that honestly I'd got people looking for me on Instagram and everything just to say how they could like sort of understand where I was coming from on certain topics and subjects, and it made me feel like I weren't alone, that it weren't me being a Karen moaning about these things or being sensitive because this happened or whatever. Like, there's people out there that feel exactly the same. So I think when you put yourself out there, you get to find your people, and I touched upon that in a recent video, but I definitely have definitely did find some, like, just had some amazing comments and stuff. And I've had a few messages, people, oh, why you not uploaded anything or whatever. You know what, seriously, like, I appreciate that people are looking forward to my next video, but this is a side hobby for me. You know, this isn't something that I necessarily am gonna, like, I've been fishing, but I've been fishing without the cameras, and for me that's will always come first. My personal life, my personal hobbies will always come first. But you know what, if I can do this on the side and sort of share passions with people and they share passions with me, I think that would be a bonus. So yeah. So yeah, 2026, consistency, and not caring or giving a fuck what people think. So get yourself out there, enjoy yourself. Yeah, like, I love the idea of going to different parks and green spaces for walks and just sort of recording it, because, like, that's my thing. I mean, I manage a park in my job. Like, I love it, just going down around to different parks and stuff and seeing how they do things and being influenced and just being in nature. So yeah, I might just do some vlogging in regards to that. But anyway, I'm going to carry on walking, see if the cafe's open. If not, I'm going to head back to the van anyway. So, but it's turned out a lovely evening, to be fair. I mean, what time is it? It's 10 to 3, so I bet the cafe's already closed, to be fair, or is due to close. But yeah, it's turned out lovely. Anyway, come on, Maisie, put that fucking ball back, you bastard. One thing I've noticed about public green spaces and parks is that obviously, yes, they're getting a lot more busier, but I think that developments are having a massive impact on our green spaces. So if you think about it, a lot of our parks and green spaces were once part of the wider countryside, but a lot of them are being fragmented off. Like, new builds are being built around these parks and these green spaces, and when these people move in, where do they go for the walks? So then not only have you got your normal visitors on there, but then you've got an influx of new residents, new locals, and I'm not really sure if that's ever put into consideration when there's planning put in. I mean, I'm sure it is, but you know, I know a few parks which were part of the wider countryside, probably this one as well. It's probably happened to this one, but where there's been new build developments, large scale new build developments that have been built next to them, and it's just like the green space then isn't as peaceful or as nice or as much nature as there used to be, because it's fragmented and there's more people using it. So I don't know, food for thought I think. So that's me and Maisie done for today. Thanks for watching to the end. If you have, really appreciate it. If you like me chatting shit, and maybe you like my other 2 videos, if you've not seen them, give us a subscribe. I think for me today, this video weren't necessarily about getting on the algorithm or getting subscribers or anything like that. I think it was just more about just getting my head back into the YouTube game, getting my head back into filming, using my equipment which I don't even know how to use. I wanted it to be quite basic today, no B-roll, just using my DJI Action 5 Pro and microphone, no drone business. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video, whatever that may be, but hopefully it'll be more often. I'm just hoping my voice, which I'm having issues with, behaves itself, but ultimately that's why it's taken me so long to get another video up. But anyway, I shall see you soon. Take it easy and have a passion fueled 2026, because that's what I plan on doing. I'm doing loads more fishing. I say that every year, to be fair. Anyway, take it easy. Roll on spring.